So as a lot of you know, we're gonna have a lot of stories told tonight. And before we get the main band on, I think it's only appropriate to call up one of the better storytellers in the room. That would be Doug Ryan. You ready, Doug? You know that beautiful thing. This new guitar of Bob's, he absolutely adored. And so Dave, very nicely, Dave over here, brought it down. So some of his best friends could pick on him a little bit.
All right. Wow. Wow. So I met Bobby, seventh grade. I think he threw a spitball at me. And anyway, it's one thing with another, we were cracking up laughing, which is what always happened. No matter what happened, we wind up laughing, So I sort of remember hanging out with Bob and Housen in Heidi's basement with Sarah George, Robert Patetta, and that's where we would, back then we could get one bottle of beer and we could split it 7 ways. I mean, like pretty much how we could split a bottle of whiskey with 7 people tonight, But, we would do that, and, maybe we smoked our first pot, sorry boys, and then we'd play this game where we'd go in the closet, with the lights out, somebody, discover the early wonders of nature. And so Bobby and I were thick as thieves. Now, so far, by the way, Linda, that was super powerful. I can't believe you just said that. I very powerful, what you said. And I've always thought that Bobby was talking in his own special way. And Vinny, by the way, let's thank Vinny for putting this all together. I mean, none of this happens without Vinny. We're having a party with Bob, and next thing you know, I'm coming up Florida. I hate the snow, I love the cold. Anyway, and crushing on the bagpipes. I mean, I'm not used to bagpipes now, but crushing it, and the fact there was clergy here. I mean, it's not like we, it's not like we broke every one of the testaments. I'm so glad he's here, because Bobby needs all the help he can get, man. I'm telling you, he's up there with St. Peter going, look, it wasn't really stealing, we were just borrowing the car, taking it for a ride, and let's just be thankful that DWI isn't a testament we never get through. But we're glad that portion of his life is over, And I was there for the tough times, with the duct tape pulling the glass from the windshield out of his forehead. But some people got to learn their own way, and Bobby had his own way, and he managed to get through that part of his life. And yet, we just had the best time. I mean, I had lunch with my mom. My mom's 96. My mom still remembers all of you. She claims not to remember any specific story. So she goes, oh, what wonderful people. And with Bobby, I'm like, do you have a specific memory? And she looked right at me and she goes, no. I just remember he always came in and he always had that big smile. It was always a lot of fun. And so, that's my mom today, remembering Bobby. And of course, we would always wind up cracking up, at the end of whatever. So we've gone through so many parts of our lives, and Bobby's always been there. I went to school for a while, came back, lived in Rye. Bobby was around. We had great fun. I was living with Bobby Martin. He'd always be up at our little catch on fire towers. That's what we called it. Above catching the Rye, little catch towers. They kept catching on fire. I don't understand why. But Bobby, I'd be like, Bob, how could you have gotten in an accident? You were asleep on the couch. He goes, oh, but I woke up and I realized I had to get to work. So he'd take off and come back, and really was always trying to help him. But he always came back, and he was always laughing. And then, so at one point in my life, okay, so here I am, and I quit my job, and I still have, over 2 foot, and I'm running sailboats. And I'm down in the Caribbean, I need people to help me bring them back. So, of course, I called Bob. And Bob's like, well, sure, I'll come. And my brother, Mark comes, And then they get down to St. Thomas and go, oh, Vinny wants to come. So we call Vinny up, and he quit 2 jobs and broke up with Sean, and then he was down there the next day. And now we're this crack crew. We've never been offshore. It was 55-foot boat. We're sailing back from St. Thomas. And now Bobby, he could be serious too, because at one point we're out in the middle, 200 miles from everywhere, and I'm like, everybody on deck, water spout. Bobby's up on deck, so we're taking sails down to whatever, and then later on it's like, what's a water spout? But it was serious. Now we did get to town. We did get to Beaufort. And of course, we're out there in the ocean, we had lightning, we had all kinds of stuff going on. But, we got sailed through, obviously we lived, in case anybody's wondering. And so we're in Beaufort, North Carolina, Vinny and I are there, and we're at the seaside bar, and we're just hanging out, having a couple beers. And, okay, you're not even going to believe this part. Bobby comes up, he's like, come on, let's go home. I'm like, what are you talking about? It was like sunset, somebody blanket on. And so he's like, no, we gotta go home. And we're like, we're not going anywhere. So, and we had the boat was, you had to take the dinghy out to the boat a little bit. And so, well, I'm taking the dinghy and I'm going. Whatever, we're having a good, and so we're having, just talking or whatever, doing our normal thing, and then the next thing you know, Bobby would be like, I'm walking in the room, and then at this table, we're sitting there, and Bobby comes walking in, and it's so friggin' wet, and it's like carpeted like this, to the point where the water's pouring off of him, and it's making like a stain on the carpet. Yes.
You were so pissed off.
Apparently, missed the dinghy, not by much. In the water, the current takes him downstream, and he's like, are you guys happy now? He's trying to be mad at us, and Vinny and I are laughing so friggin' hard, And sometimes, you do that. You hang out at a bar, because something might happen, and there it was. It happened right in front of us. And we're like, yeah, now we're ready to go. And so,
Oh, sure, now you're ready to go. That's a lie.
So we get back to the boat, we get changed, next thing you know, playing guitar, and we probably went out again. But that was life with Bobby. And then, as I went through that, he always helped me, help me, I bought a sailboat, he's always up for delivering it and a party along the way. And then one time we're at this little club, this little yacht club, not like one of these fancy ones around here, it looks more like this place. And he comes in a room, we got a jam here. And, I had just gotten on the senior race committee, so I went on the calendar and I put a senior race coffee house. And so that when we got back, we could just jam in the room. Sure enough, all these people come up, set up a couple microphones like this, and started playing, whatever. So Bobby would come up for that. And, as he came up, it was really part of even my own musical experience. As much as, I got my little sad bear because we lost another Bobby that week. And, as most of the world and, lost, the dead land, are mourning loss of Bob, we are, a lot of people in this room are like my music heroes. You guys just growing up in Rye and all the music we had and all the people who played. And Bob was a big part of that. And he would come up to my little coffee house that started with him, that I go on, and we play these little songs together. And, if you ever play with Bobby, he had a couple signature moves, and he got real serious. It's the only time I've ever seen him. He was so serious about his music. So, you gotta play like this. You gotta play like this. Don't do that. And so, we would play different tunes, and I think he taught me how to play it. And to the point where I put a playlist together. And I took every version of Jerry Garcia and Fish, Susie and the Banshees, and I would always come to another little thing and go, stomp it. Be on stage. And anything I could do to get them, going, and sorry. Now I know Bobby's gone. His guitar, it's like his most prized possession ever. I don't think he's ever had anything. At one point, we had it on stage like this. I do a little coffee house. People come in, they play some free songs, and they get other people. And it's cool, because I get we get about 5 or 6 hours of music. And Bobby would come up for And then we put his guitar up, my guitar up. Now, I had my guitar on stage, so if somebody didn't have a guitar, they could play it. Bobby just wanted to show it off. So at one point, my friend Andy, he's like, "Oh, can I borrow your guitar?" He said, he's playing another guy. I'm like, "Yeah." So I let Andy play Bob's. "You did what? You let him play my guitar?" "No, he can't play my guitar." I go, "The guy has been nominated for 11 Grammys. He can play every instrument. It's okay." And of course, after he's like, "Wow, that guy's pretty good." And next thing he's like, "Oh, how'd you like my guitar?" So the fact that I can touch his guitar is like, I mean, if he can speak, this thing, something will happen before I pick up his guitar. He's like, "Don't touch my guitar. Don't." All right. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can play the annoying bird. And by the way, it's really intimidating because most of you people in here kind of taught me how to play guitar or taught me that it was possible. And certainly Bobby just doing his thing on the guitar really inspired me. So anyway, a little bit, get this going. Let's do that. Dear Bobby, won't you come out to play? Dear Bobby, it's a brand new day. Sun is up, the sky is blue. Life's beautiful, yeah. So are you, dear Bobby. Won't you come out and play? Dear Bobby, open up your eyes. Dear Bobby, see the sunny sky. I grew up on your heart, everything about me. Won't you open up your eyes, dear Bobby? Let me see your smile, dear Bobby. Like a little child, the clouds will be the daisy chain. Just to let me see, can I see you smile again, dear Bobby? Won't you let me see your smile? Look around, round, round. Look around, round, round. Look around, round, round. Take a look around. Doesn't go that way, Doug. Stop doing that. Dear Bobby, won't you come out to play? it's a brand new day. The sun is up, the sky is blue. Nice beautiful soil. Won't you come on out and play.
Woo! Yeah.
All right. So, of course, you know, we're there at this coffee house, and lo and behold, one of my friends brings a bottle of scotch. We call it birthday scotch. And we open the bottle up, it had a cork in it. Bobby takes that cork and he throws it right overboard, right? And he's like, it's birthday scotch. You can't put the cork back in. And so Bobby has impacted not only myself, all my friends from Massachusetts. They've sent word down. And I have stories about me and Bobby cracking up for the rest of my life. So every single day I can think of another thing, or whether it was up in Lake St. Catherine or the Bluegrass Festival or whatever it is, and it always ended with him doing something like that. And oh, that sounded pretty good. And I start cracking up. So anyway, thank you for listening to me. Thank you for coming. Thank you everybody for being here.